Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, my topic is about evaluation. It's an education session on evaluation. In Toastmasters, every meeting, the Toastmaster of the Day says, evaluation segment is the most important session in any Toastmasters meeting. And General Evaluator also says it's an important session. We have three supporting roles: timer, counter, and grammarian. In addition to that, we have speech evaluators, right? So today, my session is about speech evaluation. Let us see how we can make speech evaluations better. Are you able to see my screen?
No, sir. No, Ashok.
It says screen sharing is paused.
No, started screen sharing.
You have to click. You have to click your presentation. You're not selected it. I think.
1 minute.
Just redo it.
I'll redo it. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you select the presentation and then share.
Yeah. Are you able to see the?
Yeah. Now we are able to see.
Okay. Now are you able to see the slideshow?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Is it moving?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Good. We are good to go. Okay. We all say that table topics is the most difficult thing in a given Toastmasters meeting, but in my opinion, even evaluators will find it difficult. The reason is, in prepared speech, you have enough time for you to prepare your speech, rehearse, review, all that, and then come and deliver. In table topics, you don't get any time. You deliver your speech for 1 to 2 minutes, but then if you don't do well, it affects only you. When it comes to evaluation, you get some time, maybe from the time the speaker has finished, maybe about 10 to 15 minutes sometimes. After that, you are delivering the evaluation, but you are impacting another person. So if you don't do well, you may feel bad. Oh, I didn't do well. I didn't do a good evaluation. I don't know how to do the evaluation. Today, I'm going to touch upon some of the aspects, how you can make speech evaluations easy for yourself. Let me begin with the benefits of evaluation. See, for speakers, they get very specific inputs from the seasoned Toastmasters or from another member of the club on the strengths and the areas of improvement, which they can incorporate in their future speeches, and thereby they can develop the skills, they can do better speeches and develop confidence. What is in it for evaluators? They'll be able to improve the listening skills. During the entire speech of 5 to 7 minutes of the speaker, they have to listen to it very carefully. And they have to put together some thoughts that improves their critical thinking skills. On the fly, they have to observe what the speaker is doing good, what the speaker can improve and the like. They have to keep jotting down the points. So, and to some extent, it is like impromptu speaking, because you don't have time to completely prepare the evaluation speech. Something will be going on in your mind, and then you would have taken some notes. Keeping all this together, you have to deliver that speech. It's not exactly impromptu speaking in the sense like table topics, but to some extent. What is in it for audience? They get the benefit of both. Like, they learn how to speak better from the evaluations, and also they will be in a position to improve their feedback sharing. In fact, in second project of level 1, as you know, the speakers are supposed to accept the feedback. They are getting that competency, how to receive the feedback and apply the feedback in the next session, next speech. Once you are assigned the role of speech evaluator, what are the things you need to do? Before the speech, you talk to the speaker. First of all, you need to understand what is the speech that speaker is going to deliver, what is the purpose statements and the guidelines related to that speech, whether the time is 5 to 7 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes or the like. And then ask the speaker whether they want feedback on any specific area. Because what happens is, sometimes if especially in the second speech of level 1, if the evaluator is somebody for the first speech and someone else comes as the second evaluator, then it's better, it is must that the person understands what the feedback was for the previous speech. Even otherwise, sometimes the speaker may be confident about certain areas, but then they want some other areas of their speech to be evaluated specifically. For example, it could be vocal variety or gestures. If I am going to deliver, I have to talk to the evaluator beforehand and then say, oh, this is what I am looking for. Please concentrate on this and then let me give feedback. Please give me feedback on that. The third thing is, get the evaluation form for that particular speech from the speaker, or you can also go into the Basecamp and download the evaluation form and go through that form very critically. I will show that some of the aspects of the evaluation form also later on, but specifically focus on the topic rating. In fact, the guidelines on rating the topic are given in each evaluation form. Mostly that is related to the speech purpose. Okay. This is as far as the before the speech is concerned. Next is, the day has come and you are doing the evaluation. During the speech, you have to listen to the speaker with focus. Also, in physical meetings, you have to show that you are interested in the speech. You may probably, instead of looking somewhere here and there, focus on the speaker, observe everything. Then as the speaker is delivering the speech, you have to keep observing the following aspects, because these are all the aspects that are asked in the evaluation form. Clarity, whether the person is clearly talking about the topic, whether there is a good structure in the topic, whether the person is going around here and there and making it a little confused, whether it is logical, things like that. Similarly, vocal variety, whether the person is delivering at the right speed, whether the person is changing the volume, pitch and the like, whether the person is looking at the audience very clearly, whether he has gestures and the like. These are all the things you have to observe and keep noting down in your notebook or whatever. The best thing to do during such things will be, maybe you allocate 2 pages on your notebook. On 1 page, you write the strengths that you are observing, or you can note down if the person is using some good quotes or very good phrases or very good message. Note down those things. And if you are observing certain things which you think can be improved, put it on another page. Or if you have a big page, you can put it in 2 columns and then start taking notes. So these are all the things. And specifically note down whether the speech purpose is achieved. That is one important thing when it comes to speech evaluation. This is during the speech. Then you are required to do the oral evaluation after the table topic session. It is nice to limit the strengths and areas of improvement, maximum of 3 each. In the oral evaluation, you can limit it to these numbers. It's a ballpark number. There is no a specific rule, thumb rule in Toastmasters International about this. But I have found if you go beyond that, it can eat the time. Otherwise, what you can do is balance it. Strengths can be 4, areas of improvement could be 2 or whatever, something like that. Then be specific in your feedback. You might have observed in a particular place, probably when he was telling a story, he created suspense, or he created some kind of, he raised the volume, and or he was telling a secret, he was slowing down and he was telling, this is the secret. Something like that, if you have observed, then if you want to give a remark saying that you used to vocal variety very well, instead of saying that, say that, but then give the specific feedback. Say that during that part in time, during that part, like when you were telling that story, you raise the volume or you reduce the volume when you are telling secret. This is how you have to give specific feedback. Also, in case you want to comment on the gestures or body language, give specific feedback. For example, if the person was talking about 5 elements of the good speech or something like that, if the person is showing 5 elements of the speech, good elements of the speech, and then he's showing 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that, then note down that and then mention that. Then when it comes to the language of the feedback, be very careful. Avoid phrases like you didn't, you should have, or you failed. These are some of the phrases that can demoralize a person, that can demotivate the person. The evaluation should be to promote optimism, to promote confidence, self-esteem in the speaker, not otherwise. You are here to help someone else improve their skills. Instead of these phrases, use phrases such as I felt, I observed this, I suggest, or I recommend. In case you say that this has to be improved, you have to be very specific how it can be improved. Just like saying, if the person was talking about the large universe, but he was simply saying large universe, huge universe, or something like that in the speech, then you have to say, in that place, you could have shown your gesture like this, large universe, something like that. You have to give specific recommendations, then it will be authentic. And towards the end, try to summarize whatever strengths and areas improvement and complete your evaluation with a positive note. Well, you might have, if you are playing, except if you are playing for the first time, the evaluation speech evaluator role, you would have seen the evaluation form. You have to do the written evaluation of the speech. The sections to fill are 3, like you excelled at. When you want to say you excelled at, this is where you list down all the strengths of the speaker with the specific inputs. The next one is you may want to work on. This is an area where you are giving some suggestions, minor improvements and the like. To challenge yourself is something like the person done mostly well, but to make it better, to make it like more engaging or more entertaining or more powerful, more impactful, you can give suggestions in this area. These are the 3 segments. Now, this rating section or like general aspects I have already covered, like vocal variety, all that. Then the topic is related to a purpose statement. So at this point in time, I would like to know if you have any questions. We can make it a little interactive in case you have some questions. Okay. If not, let me go to the other one. Like I went through one YouTube video in the Toastmasters YouTube channel, which is very good. I would recommend all of you, if you are taking the role of evaluator, speech evaluator, to go through this video. It's just about a 5 minutes video. The source also I have given here. One thing is be empathetic. Follow the golden rule. What it is? Share your opinions with others in a way you would like others to share their opinions with you. But don't take this role for the extreme. For example, you may be very receptive to feedback. You may be looking for very direct feedback. You may be open for even critical feedback. You can take that and then still be motivated. But then when it comes to others, you have to see other person and how that person would take it. You have to consider that and then provide your feedback in a positive way. The second one I have already covered. Know what is required by knowing the project details, by understanding what the person is looking for. The third thing is never say never. There are times the evaluators say, never do that. Never raise your voice unnecessarily. Never do this, never do that. Am I audible? Okay. Suddenly my video froze. Suddenly my video froze.
Now we can hear you.
Okay. So never say never. Try to avoid never as well as always, because it's all context sensitive. On that day, that person might have said something, but avoid that. You can give using sentences like I recommend, I suggest, things like that. Okay. Then another thing is focus on the performance, not on the performer, because you are evaluating the speech, not the speaker. We have to be very careful on this. Sometimes people may say, hey, I know that you are a great speaker, but today is your not your day, something like that. Don't talk about the person's past. Sometimes if there are improvements, you can probably say that compared to the previous speeches, you have definitely shown improvement. I like it. You can appreciate that. Okay. And the last point is keep it motivational. It's always about supporting, encouraging, motivating the other person. There are times I've seen some speakers might not have done well. Probably what you have to do is encourage that person's volunteering for delivering the speech and courage for delivering that speech. Identify some strength and then elaborate on that during your speech. Always end it positively, keep it motivational. Yeah. So the main goal is to help others improve their skills as part of the evaluation. When it comes to evaluation speech contest, probably you can try to exhibit your skills in giving an excellent evaluation and all. Probably in club meetings, focus on the other person, focus on the speaker and how that person can improve their next speech. That is what should be your goal. Now, with this, my session, whatever I wanted to convey is over. I would like to know if you have any questions or if something I have not covered, please let me know.
Ashok,
Steffi, am I on time? Oh, right. Okay, I can take a couple of questions. Yeah.
yeah, Ashok sir, my question is, when we vote for a speaker, we consider only performance than content. We consider content, but compared to performance and content, we prefer performance. Okay, is that the right way of voting?
Okay. When it comes to voting, it's a different matter. Out of the 4 or 5 speakers or 3 speakers, whoever has impacted us better or whoever has impressed us better, we vote for that person. It is possible that the person might not have met the project objective, but the speech itself might have been excellent. As a as a as an audience, I may vote for that person, but then the evaluator will specify whether the project objective is met or not. So it is not necessary that the evaluator's feedback and the audience rating or voting may not match. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ashok.
Yeah. Okay. Any other question?
Time
In
is
fact,
up.
what time is up? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Hope this session was helpful for all of you. Keep asking questions with your mentors on how to do the evaluations in case I have not covered some of the aspects today. Thank you, and back to Toastmaster of the day.